What's up, guys? Space Monkey here, and today we're going to talk about our loadout on Extinction. Now, the whole thing is, if you've played Extinction already, then you already know you have a class to pick from. You can pick from one of the four classes: Weapon Specialist, Tank, Engineer, or the Medic, which is basically my favorite to play with. Now, the Weapon Specialist has you purchase and upgrade the Weapon Specialist with your skill points. You can see down here, the first time you throw a skill point on there, you swap weapons faster, you can aim down sights faster, things like that. You add another skill point to it, you get faster ADS time, and then you add another one to it, faster reloading, and then so on, 50% more bullet damage plus less spread, which means once you hit the max on the Weapon Specialist, all your weapons you're using should be very accurate, and you should actually have a lot of damage you're doing with those weapons, by the way, also. Now, as far as playing with Tank, now Tank is actually a specialist on here that you can use that has you progress through the skill points with Tank. As you can see here, you got the list of all the things. As you add the first skill point on there, you get 25% more melee damage, and then the second is 50% more health, the third is 75% more health and 50% more melee damage, and the fourth is 100% health and 100% melee damage. Now, the thing about this, though, is when you activate this specialist during gameplay, I believe, I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong, but when you activate Tank on any type of Extinction map, all the cryptids and aliens, they all come at you. They all synchronize on you, and the rest of your teammates are running around trying to do whatever they're supposed to do to keep you alive or protect the drill, things of that nature. Now, if you play with Engineer provides armor for the drill and generators and earns more bonus cash. So, as far as playing with this specialist, as you can see here, as you add more skill points to it, the first one is repair the drill and generators faster. The second one's earn money quicker. You earn cash for traps. Traps earn cash back. Basically, it's the same thing. But the third is increased protection while repairing the drill or generators, and traps last longer. So, normally your trap would have a time limit and it wouldn't last very long, but when you hit level 3 Engineer on here with your skill points, the traps last a little bit longer than they did before. Now, when you hit the fourth part, max out on your Engineer, you get increased trap and explosion damage and larger wallet to hold more cash. So basically, usually you can reach, I think, 60,000 in cash, I think, on here. So when you level up and max out the Engineer, you should be able to hold more than that. Now, as far as playing with the Medic, another thing is, by the way, when you activate Engineer on Extinction, it basically makes it where you can heal your drill a lot quicker and things like that. Now, when you choose Medic revives people quicker. Once again, we're looking at a list here that's maxed out at 4. You put a skill point on there, you get move faster, increased protection while reviving others. And then when you hit a second skill point on there, you get larger sprint, teammates near you regenerate health faster. So that means if they're around you at that time when you hit level 2 of this on the Medic, their health regenerates faster. As long as they're around in the vicinity of you, you have like a little, I guess, an area that they have to be in, like a little bubble or whatever, but it doesn't show on Extinction. It's just saying, basically, if they're around you or close to you or beside you, they're going to heal faster. Now, the third is ignore ongoing damage from the scorpion gas clouds. That's why I like this class, this specialist right here, because this game, Extinction, is slam full of scorpions, and when they shoot the nasty gas clouds at you, that gas stays on the ground for a minute before it goes away or evaporates or whatever, but it really severely damages you and slows you down. So when you hit max on 4, you get very fast movement, unlimited distance between your team, where they can heal, basically meaning once you hit max on medic, your team will regenerate health faster no matter what. And that's basically how it is. Now when you activate medic during gameplay, you'll have this little green circle around you with the plus sign right there, and anybody that gets in that green circle around you will automatically heal, and if they're down, they'll automatically revive. You won't even have to go over there and two of them and revive them. You just stand around them and keep them in that green bubble, and they'll revive faster. Now that is basically all of your weapon classes, your classes you could pick from. The four you got: weapon specialist, tank, engineer, and medic. Now over here, when you start the game, you start with one of these pistols, and this actually is the pistol that you start with, the P226 pistol. And this thing is pretty cool. All these weapons pistols are pretty cool. The MP443 Gretsch pistol is actually the best one out of all of them, so you really want to prestige your character or max out or whatever so you can unlock that pistol. The Magnum's pretty powerful. It's just slow. You know you're only going to get 6 shots, so you got that. You got to think about that reload time when you run out of bullets. And the M9A1 pistol is a 3-round burst. It's pretty quick. It does take down cryptids and aliens really quick too. It's very accurate. It's just not fully automatic. And you know, as you can see here, everything you put a skill point on as far as pistols go, you know, the first one, increased damage at long range, faster movement when the pistol is equipped. Then when you put a second one on there, it's 50% more ammo in each magazine. And the third one, you can carry your pistol plus 2 primary weapons, which basically, it's like running around with the overkill perk. You can basically carry, you know, 2 primary weapons like you can in the multiplayer. And finally, at 4, hip fire, 2 pistols for twice the firepower and twice the ammo capacity. That means you can carry 2 pistols. You dual wield 2 pistols in each hand, and you got more ammo than you originally started with. Now that's the pistols. As far as the ammo, we got regular, stun ammo, incendiary ammo, explosive ammo, and armor piercing ammo. And you know, when you first start playing Extinction, before you prestige the first time or anything, you're going to start with this ammo. And just like all the other things, like the pistol, the same thing here. You got to rank up, put skill points on this, and once you reach max ammo, you know, or your max rank, whatever it is with your skill points with this, you know, level 1 refills bullets, weapons to 70% max ammo. Number 2 fills the team's weapons ammo stock to the maximum. Number 3 fills the current clip before adding max ammo. And number 4, ammo regenerates for all players within a 20-foot radius of the box. So basically, when you throw that box out, their ammo will regenerate if they're within 20-foot radius of that box. As far as stun ammo and the rest of these, it changes. This one is 30% max stock stun ammo for all weapons, gives 40% max stock stun ammo for all weapons on level 1. Level 2 gives 50% max stock and stun ammo to all weapons. Number 3 gets 60% stun ammo to all weapons, and number 4 is 70% stun ammo to all weapons. And that's basically the same thing with all the other ones. Now I like to use the armor piercing ammo or the explosive ammo, just because those are, to me, the two most powerful ammos in the game. And both of them are really good. Now the other type of ammo that's on here is cryptic ammo, and we'll talk about that when we get to the armory upgrades. As far as this goes, you got your other team support that you can use, and the first one's team explosives, feral instincts, armor, team booster, what I like to use, and then there's the random thing. You just get random stuff as you level up. You really don't know what you're getting each time you activate that. So you're kind of gambling with that last one there, and your life depends on it, really. And all these do different things too. Like this one, team explosives. Explosives for the team, 2 Semtex, 4 ammo for launchers. Level 1 is 2 canister bombs, 6 ammo for launchers. Number 2 is 2 bouncing betties, 8 ammo for launchers. Number 3 is 4 claymores, 10 ammo for launchers. Number 5 is 5 bouncing betties, 12 ammo for launchers. Which this is actually something pretty good to have if you're a beginner and you like to set a lot of bouncing betties, claymores, and things like that. You can actually, those will help you out if you set those around the drill while it's trying to destroy a hive or something. But once you run out, you're going to be stuck until you activate this again. Now, the Feral Instinct is a bit different from the first one. This actually is a team booster for the heightened vision and hearing, seeing enemies through walls. Is basically what you can do. You move 20% faster while boost with level 1. Level 2 regenerates health faster. Level 3 increases the booster's duration by 2 times. And level 4 increases the booster duration by 3 times and adds increased sprint endurance. So this is actually a really good thing to use as far as team support on here also. These main 3 actually to me are the best ones to use for team support. What Feral Instinct does is, once you activate this and all your other teammates pick up the box you throw out to activate this, or however that goes in the game, all the enemies, you can see them all through walls. They all have a hue around their bodies and they're lit up, so you'll know where they're at. And you can definitely that helps out a lot when it comes to getting yourself prepared to fight rhinos, gargoyles, and scorpions. The hunters they really get on my nerves on here too. Now, as far as armor on here, armor is actually something that's very good to have on Extinction. Level 1, deployable light armor available to all team members. Level 1, light armor with double effectiveness. Level 2, medium armor capable of withstanding tremendous force. Level 3, maximum armor for the team. And level 4, extra reserve armor provides additional protection for the team. Which basically, you get your armor line maxed out, and then when you reach level 4, you get a little bit added to it that wasn't there before. And armor actually helps out a lot with Extinction, especially when you're going up against the scorpions or the hunters. And you even got those little aliens that come out of the whatever they are that stabs in the meteorite things, the giant shards or whatever they're called, that are covered in lightning, and they fall from the sky and stab in the ground, and these little explosive aliens come out. Your armor definitely helps out with that. So that's your armor. Now, team booster is one of my favorite. The team booster that speeds up weapon handling for 15 seconds. Okay, that is actually what it does. It's like a fast hands perk on the Call of Duty multiplayer. Level 1 team booster that speeds up weapon handling for 30 seconds. Level 2 team booster that speeds up weapon handling and drill repair for 30 seconds, which means you can actually repair the drill a lot quicker too. Level 3 team booster that speeds up weapon handling and drill repair for 45 seconds. And then level 4, the final one, it speeds up weapon handling and drill repair for 60 seconds. So you can see now why I like to use this team booster for my team support thing on the loadout there. And of course, like we was talking earlier, the random supplies thing for team support. It becomes more effective at higher levels, but honestly, this is for them guys out there and ladies that you guys want to play a little differently and you want to take a chance, take a risk. Level 1, a random mix of +1 level support items as well as a variety of rare items. Now, you can get rare items, so this does come in handy. Level 2, a random mix of level 2 plus support items as well as a variety of rare items. And then 3 is a mix of +3 level support items as well as a variety of other items. Now, and then level 4 is a random mix of +4 level supplies and rare items are more common. So when you max this thing out, it will come in really handy. But The level 1 and level 2 to me are not that great, but it depends on what your preference is. Don't get me wrong, if you're a good player, any of these will help you through your Extinction experience, so it's up to you to decide what you want to use. Now, as far as your strike package, on here you have the IMS, the Mortar Strike, the Trinity Rocket, Sentry Guns, which are my favorite, and I do like the Vultures also. Now, the IMS is something that we're used to. We've seen this already in the multiplayer of the Call of Duty games. And it's basically the same thing it does in the multiplayer. It does the same thing here on Extinction. And this, it'd be really cool if we could level this bad boy up like we can on Extinction and use it on the multiplayer. That would be really awesome. Because if you look at the 1 to 4 plus level on here, the first one is basically what we get on the multiplayer. 4 explosives with each with a wider radio, blast. Level 2 is an enhanced targeting mechanism for quicker firing of explosives, which would be really good to use on multiplayer. Level 3 is improved explosives for a large scale damage increase. And then level 4 is increased capacity, allows the IMS to contain 6 explosive canisters, which that would be totally awesome to have to play with on the multiplayer. Just imagine getting a bloodthirsty with the IMS. That's crazy. And then now we have the second one, is called the Mortar Strike. Now you get 3 mortar strikes with each medium damage and a small radius with this. Level 1's 4 mortar strikes with a medium damage, small radius, like I just said. Level 2's 4 mortar strikes with a high damage and medium radius. Level 3, 5 mortar strikes with a high damage and a larger radius. Level 4 is 6 mortar strike with the highest damage and large radius. So this definitely will rain down on those cryptids and aliens and creatures on the ground, and definitely does a lot of damage. But yet again, it is mortar strikes. Now the third one is Trinity Rocket. It's a remote controlled missile system with controllable thrusts. Level 1, improved targeting, outlines the enemy. Basically, it's like a precision strike rocket. We have a kill streak, a score streak, whichever one they're called on whatever Call of Duty game they're on. We always have something on the Call of Duty multiplayer that is similar to this. Level 2 fires a smart drone projectile, which controlling the Trinity missile. Basically, you can control a rocket where it wants to go. Level 3 fire 2 high velocity smart drone projectiles. Level 4, you fire 4 high velocity smart drone projectiles. So you already understand what the Trinity rocket does. It's just like a precision strike with more rockets to fire as you level it up. Now the Sentry Gun is something that I do see a lot of people playing Extinction, and they use this a lot. Mainly because it will take the place of another person. If you're playing by yourself and you need a little extra help, these Sentry Guns on here definitely help out, especially against those nasty rhinos and the other creatures that are similar to the rhino. You can just basically, when you get this, you can place a sentry. You place 1 Sentry Gun out when you get this. Now when you level it up, it's upgraded with improved targeting, which means they'll target quicker and a wider firing arc and double the range. So this thing will definitely be shooting aliens a little further away. Now level 2 dramatically increases the fire rate of the Sentry Gun, which basically means this thing has rapid fire now. Now level 3 is armor piercing ammo is effective against the rhinos plus 30% more ammo. So now you have a Sentry Gun with armor piercing ammo for those rhinos, and it comes with a lot more ammo. And level 4 places 2 Sentry Guns at once with less chance of either of them overheating. Because your Sentry Guns will overheat normally. And the scouts and hunters and all them, they'll be attacking them things also. So you definitely want to level this thing up, because it does make a lot of difference when playing Extinction. If you watch any of my Extinction videos where I beat all the maps, Right now, our next map we're going to go beat is map 5, the final map. So we've been using sentry guns through all the videos. Now the fourth one is the Vulture. It's a drone that protects your 6. It's basically what it is. Now level 1, the Vulture's turret delivers increased damage to enemy targets, which means the bullets are they do a lot more damage. Level 2, enhanced detectors increase the tracking range of the Vulture's turret. It basically means that this thing can, the maneuverability to lock on to the aliens or the bad guys is enhanced, and it'll be able to take them down a lot quicker. Level 3 is a longer operating term, because you have a time limit when you kick this thing out, and it'll only stay in the air for a certain amount of time. So when you level up to level 3, it'll actually stay in the air a lot longer. And level 4 is actually really cool. It'll fire an occasional incendiary rocket, which means basically you'll have a Vulture with the capability of firing rockets at any random time while it's activated, which is really cool to have. It definitely helps out against gargoyles and some of the other aliens that the sentry guns have a little lesser time taking down. That's why I'm saying the sentry guns and the Vulture are definitely two of the things you want to look forward to using in your strike package. If you like these other ones, kudos to you. It's just my opinion that these two are my favorite. So now that is your strike package on your loadout. Now we got the equalizer. And the first one, you can place a portable turret that you control, and you have a amount of ammo that you can use with this thing, and you got spin up time. Now level 1 gives you a larger ammo capacity and much faster spin up time. Level 2, it maximum damage at all distance and slightly larger ammo capacity. Level 3, armor piercing ammo rips through the head plates of hunters. Basically level 3 means you get armor piercing ammo. And level 4, maximum ammo capacity and explosive bullets. Basically you went from armor piercing ammo for level 3, and now you're level 4, and you have explosive bullets and a larger, you're like at the max as far as ammo that this thing can hold. Now the grenade turret is almost the same as the portable turret. It's a manned turret that you can fire 10 grenades with. Level 1, fire faster grenades and utilize a larger grenade capacity. Level 2 significantly increases explosive radius and damage for the turret, which basically means you have a larger radius of explosive damage you do for level 2. Level 3 is a larger ammo capacity and provides more firepower per $1, which that there is something you really need to pay attention to. More firepower per $1. Basically, as you buy this thing, it gets more powerful. I guess that's what I see. And it has a larger ammo capacity. But level 3 just makes it more firepower. I mean, I don't exactly know how to explain that one. Maybe you guys could help me with that one out there. But level 4 is equipped with incendiary rockets that will burn through the targets after impact. And that makes it a lot cooler. Level 4 max on all these are always the best ones out of all of them. And level 4 on this one's pretty good. Now, we have the Riot Shield. Crowd control. Riot Shield with 10 shield health. It gives you, extra shield health, extra armor basically. Level 1, Riot Shield with medium speed and 15 shield health. Level 2, Riot Shield with faster speed and 15 shield health. Level 3, faster Riot Shield melee with 20 shield health, which means you can melee the cryptids a lot faster than you normally could. And level 4, it's a fire melee with 20%, 25 shield health, which basically means once you hit level 4 with the crowd control Riot Shield here, every time you melee something with it, it catches it on fire. The cryptids and aliens, it gives them fire damage. Now this one is the one that I like the most, the MK32 launcher. It's a powerful 6-round grenade launcher, and you'll be able to watch your character reload this bad boy as you kick it out. Level 1, Blast Shield prohibits grenades from damaging the player, which is a plus because you do not want to fire this thing off next to your team and be a dummy and make your team go down because you're blasting this thing off like Rambo. You really don't want to do that. It's definitely, you want to level this thing up before you actually use it because it does come in very handy. Now level 2, faster movement and explosive has a larger radius, which is always a plus. Larger radius and extinction is always a plus as far as explosives go in any type on here. Level 3 fire grenades do increased damage, which means they even do more damage now. Level 4, double the grenade count to 12, which is definitely awesome to have. A grenade launcher with a 12 count. That's cool. And you know, this thing is my favorite. I mean, if you watch any of them gameplay, when I kick this thing out, I might kick it out twice back to back, you know, just because of how much damage it does. And when the aliens encrypted start coming in and pouring in like crazy, this will definitely do a lot of difference when that happens, and it does help out. Now, the final one is the death machine. We're already familiar with this thing. It's definitely something that we're used to using on the multiplayer side. Like on Call of Duty Ghost, you get a Juggernaut character with a minigun just like this, and on the multiplayer part of this game. So there's other Call of Duty games you can use the same thing on here. It's almost the same thing. It's just called something different. Or it may be called the death machine. It's just different, cosmetically looking different. Now, level 1 recoil is dampened because this thing does have a lot of recoil when you activate it. Level 2 movement speed is increased and ammo can pierce the head of plates of hunters, which basically means you, once again, there's another one of those armor piercing ammo things added to it. At level 3, fire rounds inflict increased damage. Basically means you do way more damage on level 3. Level 4 is double the ammo count to 200. So once you hit level 4, you're maxed. You got a 200 count. Once you burn through that, that's it. You have to activate it again to get another 200. Now that is your equalizer for your loadout. And then we have these relics. Now, not really going to go into a lot of detail with these things. It's up to you if you want to use these relics. They're definitely cool to have. If you want a different experience on Extinction, I would advise you to give it a try if you haven't already. You know, this one, players take more damage when injured. Weapon purchases are not allowed. Earn and carry less cash. No class selection available. Inflict less damage against the aliens. This was called earn, you know, no ammo type and team support items available. No scavenging, crafting, or pickups from deployed boxes. Ammo refills and weapon pickups will give you less ammo. No equalizers or strike packages available. Move slower, no reload and while sprinting. Slow health regeneration, no regeneration while sprinting, and falling damage is enabled. Now these things here, they all kind of like take away from what you do in Extinction. But the rewards are pretty good. Whenever you beat the game with this, you'll get like a little trophy that says you beat the game. You know, you beat Extinction mode with a relic and yada yada yada. If you guys want to dig deeper into playing with the relics, that I would advise you guys to check it out if you want. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is the loadout video for Extinction. I just figured I'd give a little hint on what I'm playing with on Extinction and what I use. And my other partner in crime that's been playing Extinction with me also, Beautiful Lilies, she uses basically the same loadout that I use. Sometimes one of us will be running with this and the other one will be running with that one, because both of these put together will definitely help out a lot. And the other thing now is, let's go to the teeth. We're going to talk about teeth. Now we earn teeth. If you look up where my current rank is, next rank, if you look over to the left, right up above the word that says Armory, you see I got a number 7 and there's a tooth right there, a little tooth icon with some blood splattered. That's how many teeth I have at the moment. Now when you go to your Armory Get Upgrades icon there and you click on it, it'll take you to a list of things that you can buy with your teeth. And all these things are really cool to have. You know, faster revive costs 10 teeth. Start with a locker key that costs 40 teeth. More cash, 20 teeth. You know, see, they all say what they do. You know, this one shortens the time it takes for you to get revived. That one, start with a locker key on missions with lockers. This one starts with extra cash, 1,000. Flaming Stowed Riot Shield costs 20 teeth. A Stowed Riot Shield will burn enemies while blocking attacks from the rear. We also got this one, Higher Incinerary Ammo. Incinerary does more total damage. That costs 5 teeth. Now you can see I got a little red box there. I've already purchased that one. We got an electric knife. An electrically charges the knife so that A successful melee will arc electricity to nearby cryptids, stunning them. The electric knife has a recharge time of 4 seconds. The sniper Deadeye. Sniper rifle hits are always critical, and kills will earn more cash. That costs 40 teeth, and the electric knife costs 30. These things are pretty expensive, some of them. The Seeker Explosion Protection, take less damage from exploding Seekers and Bombers. You see, I've already purchased that because those things definitely, they do a lot of damage for being little bitty aliens. You got Toughness, costs 25 teeth. You flinch less when taking damage. This is actually a perk that we can use on the multiplayer also, on some of the Call of Duty games. Hypno Knife a Rhino. That's all this thing does. You cost 50 teeth, and you can upgrade. With this upgrade, players will use a Hypno Knife on a Rhino and can turn him into a valuable ally, which basically means you can Hypno Knife a Rhino, and he will fight for you until he dies. Start with a skill point. By the way, that one costs 50 teeth. Start with a skill point, costs 20. Start each game with an extra skill point. Basically, you have you have a little lead on starting the game with skill teeth. You have a head start, basically. This one I've already purchased. It costs 5 teeth. You just regenerate health faster. High grade armor piercing ammo costs 5 teeth. Armor piercing ammo will inflict increased damage when impacting a cryptid's armor head plate. This definitely comes in handy. I'm gonna buy it whenever I get a little more teeth. I got 7, but I'm actually saving up for something else. Increased damage of all attacks by 5%. The damage upgrade, it costs 10 teeth. You got stun armor. With armor equipped, this will periodically stun attackers. Basically means when they attack you after you got this bought on for your character, they'll always randomly get stunned. Sentry armor. This is really good for your sentry guns. You can see I've already purchased this because I use sentry guns a lot. Sentry guns you place can sustain more damage. You know, the hunters and the scouts, they're all going to be jumping on these sentry guns and trying to shred them to pieces. You'll see them jump on them and start swiping at them with their claws. You got medic upgrade. The medic is surrounded by a therapeutic energy field. Allies inside the field are healed and revived from last stand. The skill is activated by double tapping up and becomes more potent with each range purchased in game. This is if you like to run with the medic. Now, if you like to run with the engineer, you can get the engineer upgrade. The engineer lays down a status field that both protects the scorpion and cedar attacks and creates a safe zone that cryptids will not enter. The skill is activated by double tapping up, becomes more potent, blah blah blah. Then we got the weapon specialist upgrade. Now, if we already went over the weapon specialist, where you get all that ammo. Now, this costs 15. Each of these costs 15. The weapon specialist has an adrenaline rush, greatly increasing damage done and keeping his clips completely topped off. Nearby allies also receive a modest damage boost. The skill is activated by double tapping up and etc. Now we have the tank upgrade. If you guys like to run with the tank specialist, it costs 15, just like the other upgrades. All cryptids begin attacking the tank, who is now invulnerable and able to stun enemies with melee attacks, which is really cool. But the one thing is, if you're going to be a tank and use this upgrade, be prepared to see all the aliens that come out of the woodwork and come at you. They're all targeting on you, so all your other teammates pretty much are not in their vision anymore. Now we have the IMS fast trigger upgrade that we can use. It costs 5 teeth. It shortens the time it takes the IMS to detect nearby enemies, which means it basically fires a lot faster once you buy this. Keep valid attachments. This is really handy for you guys that like to play Extinction. Now, if you purchase this, whatever attachments you find scavenging for your gun, if you go and buy another gun to take the place of that gun, if those attachments are able to fit and compatible with that gun, they'll automatically appear on that gun when you pick it up. And that's the good thing about this. That's why it's purchased. You see, I've already spent 10 teeth on it and bought it because I like my guns to keep my red dot sights and rapid fire and all those things that I like to use in Extinction. Now, this is actually something cool, and it's pretty fun to use if you want to play with the Magnum. you can actually get this. It costs 2 teeth, and you can put an ACOG attachment on your Magnum. And that's basically all it is. It's just Magnum ACOG attachment. Magnum pistols will have an ACOG equipped. It costs 2 teeth for that. This is really handy. IMS flaming pools. When equipped, the IMS explosions will leave lingering fire pools, which that definitely helps out. When the hunters and the scouts are all coming out at you, and they're just coming at you crazy, this thing will basically make like a little barrier that if they pass over it, it'll give them fire damage and may kill them. So this is definitely something that's really handy to have. I haven't purchased it yet, but it costs 10 teeth. Now we have the no snare. Now I have purchased this, and that's what I was talking about. With this upgrade, hunter and seeker cryptids will no longer snare players with their attack. Now there's a thing called the snare attack that hunters and seekers do, and it's almost like they lock onto you, and they just rapidly just attacking you. This is actually something that helps out with that. Now we have the pistol arc attachment. It costs 125 teeth. It replaces the muzzle brake on your upgraded pistol with the arc attachment. Basically makes it like a stun pistol, an electrical pistol, or whatever you want to call it. It basically electrifies its enemies as you shoot them with the arc attachment. Now we have the class upgrade frequency boost. It costs 200. It lessens the cooldown time between uses of the class upgrades, which basically means, up here with these upgrades, these 3, when you use these in the game, it will basically, when your time limit runs out for the use of those things, this helps quicken that time for them to be available to use again. This is really cool. It costs 200 teeth. It's really expensive. Now we have Vulture extended duration. It costs 50 teeth. It extends the duration of the Vulture and increases the frequency of the +4 Vulture firing incendiary rockets. So this thing definitely helps out if you like to run around with the Vulture that has your back. It all the way around makes it all the way around better. It costs 50 teeth. Now we have the Master Scavenger. It costs 200 teeth. The upgrade scavenge unique items such as extended mags and the arc attachment, as well as more powerful hypno knives and flares. When you purchase this, that down there at the bottom where it says upgrade, that is more likely what you're gonna have. That's the effects of when you purchased it, and that's really cool to have. I just haven't got it yet because you can see I got 7 teeth, and this thing costs 200. Now this is definitely important to keep an eye out for. If you go in and play in on Extinction Online and you find that player that has Cryptic Slayer ammo, it makes a big difference. They know what they're doing, or they may not know what they're doing, but the ammo itself, it makes a big difference as far as gameplay, and it's like they took the armor piercing ammo and explosive ammo and put them together in one, and then made it 10 times more powerful. That's basically how it looks. But it's 500 teeth, so good luck on trying to get that going. The upgrade, it says special ammo has the combined firepower of all the existing ammo types. So basically, like I just said, it's just not just armor piercing and explosive ammo. It's all the ammos combined together, like a big giant just mismatch of everything thrown in one. Now we got the arcing stun ammo. It costs 50 teeth. Stun ammo will arc electricity from one cryptid to another in close proximity. The amount of times it arcs is dependent on the upgrade level of the player's stun ammo. So basically, the stun ammo you got up there on your ammo type, as you upgrade that and then you buy this, these two work together, and that's really cool. Now we have the double class, and you can see the cost there. It's 1,000 teeth. You could choose any 2 classes with this upgrade. Note, skill points will be applied to both classes when applied in the game. So basically, this is like a overkill perk on steroids, where you can pick 2 classes to use instead of just one. Like right now, you see my class I picked is medic. With this double class purchase, I can choose to run with the medic and drill repair, or whichever one of those I would like to choose to use. And pretty much that is it. That's it for the armory that you use your teeth for. And like I said, I mean, and the other thing is, if you want to customize your character, it says square down there, customize, and you can go through all this other stuff like you can in the multiplayer and change the way that your character looks, change his appearance. That's something else that's really cool on here, but I mean, it's just if you feel like it. But anyway, that is our loadout video for Extinction. I hope it helps you guys out. Good luck with your exterminating aliens gameplay. I definitely hope that this video helps you out as far as what to use on your loadout when you go to play on Extinction. What does what, and how much damage can you actually really do, and what does those teeth do whenever you get one during gameplay, because that's how you get them. You randomly get teeth during gameplay playing Extinction. Now there is another mode that you can go in and you can play on as far as going to Extinction, and I'll show you that right now. And if you play this mode, you can also earn. I probably backed out by accident, but sorry if this video was a little long. I just wanted to make a video on what I've been using and how well it performs during gameplay, and give you guys a little extra tips if you want to have a blast from the past and go fight some aliens. Hopefully your loadout video will help out. Now this other thing, let's see, choose game modes, chaos mode. Now chaos mode is another mode you can play in. You can go and you can choose pretty much any maps you want to play in if you got them. But what it does is it keeps you in a certain area of that map, and you just got aliens pouring in on you, and over time it gets crazy and chaotic, but you can pretty much pick power-ups for weapons and things like that during chaos mode that will help you fight through the horde of aliens that will pour in on you, and also you earn teeth doing that. So once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed our Extinction video on your loadout, and how to help you guys progress a little further and beat those hard Extinction maps. And so I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay when you go out there and use the tips I've given you from this loadout video. I hope it does a lot of good for you guys. So once again, don't forget to smash that like button on your way out. Your support is definitely needed and appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe and be part of the Space Monkey Squad. You'll be able to keep up with everything we do on the channel, everything we upload on the YouTube channel. The name of the YouTube channel is Space Monkey 007, and I have a thumbnail picture of a monkey in an astronaut suit. So check it out. Don't forget, subscribe, smash that like button, and until our next video, thanks for watching. This is Space Monkey. See you later. Peace.